I was 9 years old, I saw my friend's mother publicly executed. Her crime? Watching a Hollywood movie. I thought nobody in this world cared.
Fear and hunger. These are the reasons why Yoenmi Park decided to escape from one of the strictest countries in the world, North Korea. At just 13 years old, Yoenmi and her mother crossed a frozen river to China. But they didn't expect that their life in China would become even worse. She was abused, hurt, and sold many times. Yoenmi endured all of this just to avoid going back to North Korea and to see her family again. Her mother was also sold, and they were separated. How did they manage to escape a country heavily guarded at every border? And will Yoenmi ever get the chance to see her family again? This is the true story of Yoenmi Park and her family's journey from North Korea to freedom.
North Korea is an unimaginable country. We aren't free to sing, say, wear, or think what we want. No books, no songs, no movies about love stories. There is only one channel on TV. There is no internet.
Yoenmi was born in 1993 in Haesan, North Korea, near the border of China. During the famine in North Korea from 1994 to 1998, Yoenmi's father was forced to sell smuggled goods from China, such as rice, cigarettes, and clothes, just to feed his family. But this did not last long because he was caught and sent to a concentration camp, where he was forced to do hard labor. This is one of the main punishments in North Korea. Aside from public execution for those who break the law, the government strictly controls the people, and many things are forbidden in the country. They have no right to choose how they want to live their lives. As she grew up, Yoenmi thought that everything happening in her country was normal. Every night, she could see the bright lights from China, and she wondered why North Korea had no lights, or only very few, because of extreme hunger. Yoenmi began to think that if she could go to a place with lights, she might be able to find food. During this time, Yoenmi and her family met a woman who helped them plan their escape from the country. Her older sister had already escaped to China with the help of a smuggler. This was the only way they could leave North Korea. Because of this, Yoenmi and her mother decided to escape as well, hoping to be reunited with her sister in China. In 2007, at the age of 13, Yoenmi and her mother escaped from North Korea. But their escape was not easy because many guards were watching the border. They even had to bribe some guards just to cross the river into China, while crossing the frozen Yalu River. Yoenmi was very scared that they might be seen and shot by the guards. Fortunately, they were able to cross safely and reach China. However, they did not know what kind of life was waiting for them there. When they arrived in China, Yoenmi and her mother learned that in order to survive and live there, they could be sold. A broker even tried to rape Yoenmi, but her mother sacrificed herself to protect her. Because of this, her mother was raped instead of Yoenmi. Later on, Yoenmi's mother was sold to a farmer for $65, about Philippine peso 2,900 at that time. Yoenmi was also sold for $260, about Philippine peso 11,700. She was sold for a higher price because she was young. A human trafficker also offered Yoenmi a deal. He said he would help her reunite with her family if she agreed to become his partner. But if she refused, she would be sent back to North Korea, where she could be arrested or even executed. Out of fear and her strong desire to be with her family again, Yoenmi agreed. During this time, she suffered repeated abuse. Because of this, she became very angry at men. She was also sold many times. However, the trafficker kept his promise. He bought back her mother and secretly brought her father out of China. And Yoenmi was finally reunited with her parents. Sadly, after only a few weeks, Yoenmi's father passed away from colon cancer. They secretly buried him because they were afraid of being caught by Chinese authorities. Later, they met a woman who told them that South Korea gives refugee status to North Korean defectors like them. She also said that to reach South Korea, They needed to pass through Mongolia with the help of Christian missionaries. Yoenmi and her mother escaped to Mongolia in 2009. They crossed the cold Gobi Desert. They climbed fences, ran, and crawled through the sand.
We walked across the Gobi Desert, following a compass. When they stopped working, we followed the stars to freedom.
Then they were stopped by Mongolian guards. At that moment, they were ready to take their own lives rather than be sent back to North Korea, but luckily, the Mongolian authorities helped North Korean refugees. In April 2009, Yoenmi and her mother were safely flown to South Korea, where they were granted asylum. In the resettlement center, what made Yoenmi happiest was finally having food, because hunger was the main reason they escaped. In South Korea, Yoenmi and her mother found decent and honest jobs. Her mother worked as a shop assistant, and Yoenmi worked as a waitress. Yoenmi also entered Dongguk University in Seoul after passing her high school equivalency exam, even though her education was only up to a very basic level. After about 7 years, Yoenmi was reunited with her sister in South Korea. And her mother also received treatment for the trauma she experienced over many years. In 2014, Yoenmi gave a speech at the One Young World Summit in Dublin, Ireland. Her speech went viral on the internet.
When I was crossing the Gobi Desert, scared of dying, I thought nobody in this world cared. But you have listened to my story. You have cared. Thank you very much.
She was also named one of BBC's 100 Women in 2014 because of her courage and determination to speak for equal human rights. She later wrote a memoir called In Order to Live and became active in promoting human rights. Today, Yoenmi lives freely in the United States. She is married to an American, and they have a child. Her message to people still living in North Korea is be free. Don't lose hope, because everything is possible. If you like today's content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is Brainlights English Stories TV.